I mean, it's official, right? That
Yeah.
the trajectory of Magic the Gathering has changed. It being a fantasy game is simply no longer true. Like, if we look at Standard as being in the last 2 years of sets, I mean, Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, plus Avatar, Ninja Turtles, Marvel, The Hobbit, and Star Trek.
Yeah.
This isn't a fantasy card game anymore.
Right.
It's this IP mishmash, the same as Universes or Union Arena or Lorcana.
Yeah. And so I think, our original idea of, hey, if you don't like it, don't play it, it doesn't work anymore, right? If you don't want to play with Avatar The Last Airbender, you're just going to sit out. Standard, you can't skip a set and expect to be competitive. You need to play with every, with the cards that are available to your archetype to be able to win. Modern, you can kind of get away with it, even though but I don't think that's going to last very long. And of course, your opponents are playing with those cards. You're going to expect to see like the One Ring and VV and all those that eventually got banned, but many of them, they're not banned. Orcus Bowmasters, right? That's wild, running wild everywhere.
Is a Lord of the Rings card.
Exactly. These are things that you're just always going to see them. Commander, you can build your deck without Universes Beyond cards, and you can potentially find other people playing decks without Universes Beyond cards, but it's going to get harder.
It's like you build your deck for stuff that, or like franchises you like, but just like you guys don't like the same shows I do, I love the SpongeBob set. Oh, I hate the SpongeBob set. It's, you're not going to find 4 people that have the same taste in all shows and have the same restrictions on what they will and won't put in the deck.
Exactly.
Right.
And there is part of this that is the same as me saying, well, I don't like Gothic horror, so I'm just not going to include Innistrad cards. But man, it's definitely different when it's race cars and guns.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good card, but Subway Car is not something I want to put in my fantasy Magic the Gathering deck.
Right.
If, for example, it was a good card. I don't know that it is, but still.
Hot dog vendor. You don't want your
hot dog vendor, city pigeon. Like, these are just cards that don't fit the fantasy aesthetic of what Magic used to be.